For me as a young boy, my grandmother, and this goes back to your first question. My grandmother was a housemaid coming out of Mississippi, coming up to Chicago. She worked as a maid for prominent white people, and the language was in my home. So my grandmother would take me to work with her, and I would play with their kids and etc. She would tell me, you know, hey, if you work hard, you can have the same things in life, but you have to get your game to match theirs. She didn't use that language, but that's what she was saying. And a part of that game is speaking the English language.
Yes, sir.
And in speaking the English language, she taught me that if you want to command things, you have to know how to communicate your thoughts. And that was one of the first things that I set out to do, to properly speak the English language, which is something I don't do that well, but I get by enough to whereas I don't sound stupid.
No, when you talk, people listen.
Yeah, you know.
They definitely listen.
For me, that's a depth of trying to express the exact thought that's in my head. I talk to a lot of people. He talks to a lot of people. They don't seem to communicate what they're trying to say. That's very tiresome. That's very confusing. Being in the game, going back to what he was talking about, when you're in the streets and you're dealing with women and different genres and just the life in itself, that's an advantage for you, to be able to communicate with the proper English, you know. It can fit you to the point like a suit, whereas the command of your English language, you wear it well. Because they used to say, oh man, he a square, he speaks so-and-so, you know, nigga. But when you speak the proper English and you're using certain terminologies and you have a certain rhythm, even to this day, if I go somewhere and I'm speaking, etc., people listen to me for 2-3 minutes, you know, they'd be like, from the streets. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? When he get through with all that, we know that language.
Yes, sir.
He just speaks it properly. And that's what I aim to do.
Yes,
I don't try to deny what I am. You know, I come up in the streets. I come up as a hustler. I've had some great success 2-3 times in my life. But back to what you were saying, I had no skill set of how to handle my money. So I thought that you were just supposed to spend it.
There it is. I want to expound on, I want to dive a little deeper. For those people that are squares, as
hip to be a square, man.
Ain't nothing wrong.
Shit.
But what I would love to know is, what is your definition of a pimp?
Of a pimp?
Yes, sir.